I guess it's got to be this way. Interesting. Hold on, guys. I'll be right with you. There we go. All right. I guess you got to be You got to be vertical. I guess when you're streaming. I did not know that. All right. Let me fix my camera, guys. All right. There we go. All right. I was going to do a video, but I thought, you know what? In the long run, I think this will be actually easier. And I still feel like doing another video, so this should be quicker. Not quicker, but easier. And what I'm going to talk about, guys, is kind of a couple things what I've learned here in the last, I don't know, like last month, and kind of the direction I've kind of gone with FPV. And so, quick little history lesson. So, I started out with a DJI Air Mavic 2. This was a couple years ago. Flying cinematic flights and all that. Then the Avata came out. I got the Avata, did the motion controller, then started to learn on the controller too, how to fly acro. And that was a ton of fun. Ton of fun flying the Avata. Let's see if I can see the chat in case anybody, top chat, all messages. Okay, I'm guessing it'll show up if someone says something. All right, guys. Okay, and so did that, and then I started looking at. I wanted to get something that was, I was getting the acro, the freestyle. I wanted to get in something more nimble. Something where I could do some of these tricks, and that's where I got the tiny trainer. But to fly the tiny trainer, I ended up getting the Radio Master Boxer Max, right? And so that was kind of the first thing I did. And then the next thing, and this is all in conjunction on Discord, talking to people who know a lot more than I do, learning about this, is the next purchase was these HDZero goggles, which I'm going to talk about today, my first initial impressions of these things. And then I got this Mobula 6 new, this just came out, this Eco, this tiny whoop, which I'm gonna talk about this too, first impressions, right? Got this little charger, and all, again, this is just stuff, watching videos. This is for, what is this thing called? ViFly Whoop Star 3. Super good for charging these little 1S batteries. And again, guys, I don't know if it get me in trouble, but I tell you what I do know is I love to fly. I love to fly FPV. Like, I've gotten addicted to it. If you watch my channel, probably the Air 2. No, I didn't have the Sport. I think I just had the Air Maverick 2. I don't think it was the Sport. I think there was two different versions, Chad, but I could be totally wrong. But so I got the HDZeros about 2-3 days ago. New to these, right? And why I hadn't gone in that direction before is, to be honest, I was like really into like the quality of the image, right? So like, with on the DJI drones and the goggles too, all this crystal clear image, is addicting. Like, you really get into that, right? But I thought, let me try some of this other stuff. I started liking the proximity flying, close quarters, hitting gaps, doing some light freestyle. And so I wanted to go in that direction, and I felt like DJI was kind of holding me back on that. And the thing I don't like about it is sometimes the proprietary nature, obviously, of DJI. It reminds me, I'm an older guy, so it reminds me of the days of Dell. When you get a Dell computer, you had to buy Dell shit to put in it. And so I was, my camera's flipping over here, guys, hold on. So it bothers me. And another thing I didn't like is the whole 250. My whole camera's kind of like freaking out here. Hold on, guys, sorry. I'm not a stream master here. It was bothering me, like the whole, the remote ID. I know it's not DJI's fault, but all that stuff, plugging my phone in. So everything I'm doing now is sub 250. I don't want to do all that stuff. But let's talk about my first impressions of these babies right here, and this little freaking beast right here. So when I went to get these goggles, and I'd see people's videos with these goggles, you'd see the breakup, the static and all that. I think, God, kind of like you get used to the whole DJI quality of the image and all that. I'm like, do I want all that static? The range is as good as the DJI gear, all of that stuff. And then what it comes back to is what you want to do in flying. This is my opinion. So if you want to do like commercial work and cinematic and all that, the DJI stuff is great for that. But here's where I'm at, and this is all about fun factor. These goggles, compared to the Goggles 2, these things, it's not the quality of the image you get like out of the camera, like this little drone. I'll talk about that. But what you get, one, the fit on my big grape, on this bald head, on my eyes, is so much better than the Goggles 2. I don't know about the new Goggles 3. They sound like they're better, but the fit on my big head is perfect. The other is, for the first time in these things, I actually can see everything on the screen, right? I can see everything on the screen clearly. I can't do that on Goggles 2. Everything's blurry around the edges, even, adjusting the diopters. The quality in this, as far as seeing everything, is freaking epic. And then, I'm not trying to sell this thing, guys. Just, first of all, I'm not trying to sell this thing. But the other thing is, you can put so many attachments on this thing to fly different kinds of drones. So again, unlike DJI, you're not locked into just, you can put on here, I guess, an attachment to do, what's it called? Oh shit, I can't remember the name. But you can put an antenna on here, you can fly different things. Hey, how's it going, Jay? You can do all kinds of stuff on this. There's an HDMI thing out of here, which I'm going to dabble into, where you can run, I guess, HDMI out of this into a monitor. I guess you could stream this live. I don't know, guys. I'm old. I'm learning this stuff. So first, fit, great. I love how they feel and how I see through these cameras when I'm flying. The other thing is the zero latency. I didn't think that'd make a difference, to be honest, guys, coming from the Goggles 2 and to these. But man, I feel like when I move these sticks on the Radio Master box, when I move these sticks, it is like at that moment. Like, you don't realize there's a delay until you try these. Then you're like, okay, this is crazy. And then let's talk about this little beast right here. I've never flown a tiny whoop, guys, ever. And this is the Eco from Happy Model, the Mobula 6 Eco. It didn't come out too long ago. And first off, when I saw this, how small it was, my mind was blown. Like, I didn't know it was going to be this small. And I think when I got the Goggles 2-3 days ago, I think I've already flown maybe 40 times. Maybe 40 times already on this thing. And I got 6 batteries ready to roll right now, so when I'm done with this stream, I'm going to fly it again. This is the most fun. For me, this is my experience. This is the most fun, hands down, I have ever had flying an FPV drone. And why I love this size is I'm in my backyard now, my garage. If you've seen my other videos, I got a course set up. I got some hoops and LEDs going a little bit. Whenever you have a moment, like I work from home, so I can step out, I can throw this on, it takes a minute, I can zip around in the garage if it's windy, I can zip around the yard. And I went and flew today at a park, and it was like a kid's park or whatever. No kids were there, but there were some other people. And normally, I wouldn't fly my drones around like that. I didn't hesitate to fly this thing. I don't think they even saw it. You can barely hear it. It's like a little freaking mosquito or something. I have 4 of those drones. Would you want them? I don't know which drones you're talking about. But I felt more comfortable, I guess, in an environment where there's probably people around, flying this thing. And here's the other thing. So for the first time today, I did some acro with this. And this thing will acro. I did some power loops, some spins, hit some gaps, front flip. I was shocked that it can do that. The only drawback with these little things, I got those in, let's say Debo says, oh, you talking about this right here? You got 4 of these, of the Ecos? Yeah, look on my channel. Look on my channel, guys. I already posted 2 or 3. I'm going to post another one today, doing some freestyle. They're on my channel. And again, this is the thing about these little drones and these cameras. If you're a guy like me that was in DJI, you don't fly these to like get great high quality. I would give them to you for free. All right, Debo, come on now. Um, you fly these for fun, right? And that, again, fun factor with these little batteries, which are cheap. You throw them on the charger; they don't take long. But this is all about fun factor, and I'm freaking addicted to these things already. All right, thanks, Jay. So more to come. Flying the Tiny Whoop with these goggles, which I got to learn about, these HD Zeros. Now, the one thing about the HD Zeros, obviously, these things aren't cheap. I mean, they're expensive as hell. But I was willing to make that investment because now it opens the door to get all different kinds of drones that'll work with these goggles. So, and you can run ELRS off the Radio Master and these goggles. Is this? Yeah, this is drones. So again, more to come. Check out my channel, guys. I got some flights already on the Eco, and I'm gonna be doing a bunch more. But I just wanted to share. I was gonna do a video, but this was easier, and I just want to share my initial thoughts and why I'm transitioning to this whole HDZero non-DJI, and nothing against DJI. Their stuff is awesome. If I was doing commercial work and I had my 107 and that kind of stuff, I definitely would use DJI. But I don't do that. I fly it for fun. And so I'll say it again, and then I'm going to go, guys. Fun factor right here. And there's no links here. I'm not trying to sell this stuff. But most fun I've had with an FPV drone is this size, 65 millimeter. This shit's crazy. All right, guys. Have an awesome day, and keep flying if you're a pilot, man. Cheers, peace.